This is our vocabulary series in the Advanced English course. So if you haven't watched all of our previous videos, you can watch it here. I'm leaving a link of our playlist. Now, before we dive into today's lecture, can I quickly request you to subscribe our channel and do like and share our content if you genuinely like it, because I need your support, we need your support, and you can help us out. Okay. As I already mentioned, there will be 20 words, and most importantly, there will be 5 kinds of activities that I'm going to make you practice in the class so that you can remember these words forever, along with a free PDF at the end of this video. This is a bumper packet. This is huge. 20 words on a theme with different exercises and a free PDF for your knowledge. Let's dive into the first word related to daily life. The first word in the series is household. Household means a home and the people living in it. It's the name given to a home and to the people living in it. You can call them household. House means home, hold means to possess. Whatever you have in a house, all the people who live in the house comes in the category of household. The pronunciation is simple: household. Household. Let's look at the example. There are 5 people in my household and we all share the chores. There are 5 people in my household. The next word we have is routine or routine, a regular way of doing things, the way you do your activities every single day. It's derived from the word R-O-U-T, which means the way, suffix is in, pertaining to. The way you do certain activities in a day is called as routine. Alright, let's look at a quick example. My morning routine includes exercise and coffee. Every single day I do exercise and I have a cup of coffee. This is my everyday routine. Every single day I do the same thing. Next word in the series is S-H-E-D-U-L. You might hear some people calling it as schedule. Some people call it schedule. So it's up to you which accent you want to follow, British or American. Based on that, you can choose the pronunciation. I'm going to call it schedule. Okay. Here at the bottom, you can see both the pronunciation. We have schedule, which is UK. We have schedule, which is US. So you can choose your pronunciation. A plan that shows when a task or events will happen. Let's say you're starting your day. At 10 a.m. I'm going to do this. At 12 p.m. I'm going to do this. At 2 p.m. I'm going to do this. So when you always tell that this is how my task and events will happen, it's called as schedule. It's called as schedule. It's derived from the word shed, which means to plan. Yule means a small form of a planning. It's called as schedule. The example of this word is on your screen. My work schedule is very busy this week. It's entirely packed. I have to do this and then I have next task. Then I have the third task. My work schedule is very busy this week. Next word is budget. Budget is the word earlier given to a small bag or a pouch in earlier English. It used to be a small bag. But these days, budget is a plan for how to spend your money. How to spend your monthly expense. So that's a word given for budget. Budget, simple pronunciation is budget, budget. Though it's a E, but it's pronounced as I, budget. Okay. The example of this word is on your screen. We need to stick to a budget this month. If you want to have a productive money balance, you need to create a budget for yourself. This is my monthly budget. This is my weekly budget. Similarly, you can create your budgets. Okay. Next is productivity. Productivity is simply pronounced as productivity, and it's the ability to do your work efficiently. When you're able to do more work in less amount of time, you are called as a productive person. Productivity is created from the word product, which means produce or to bring something forward, and witty means state or quality. A state of or quality to produce something quickly. It's called as productivity. Now, as I always mention, this is an extra information. You can simply ignore it. If you could remember the meaning with the help of the word, it's always a good idea. Now, let's look at the example. Good sleep improves productivity at work. If you sleep properly at night, you improve your productivity at work. You are able to do more work in less amount of time. Next word, before we dive into the next 5 words, let's have a quick exercise. There is a method that I have taught in one of my previous videos, which is to create a story. Just now we had discussed 5 words. We have talked about 5 words. We had routine, then we have household, then we have I think productivity, then we have budget, and there was one more word which I am completely forgetting right now. Using these 5 words, you have to create a story. That's the best way to remember these words. Now, I have created a story based on my life or based on Sam's life. This is the example story. If you notice, I have, one second. Yeah, if you notice carefully, I have created this story with the help of sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 words and 5 sentences. But if you don't want to create sentences, you can create a paragraph. You can just remove these dots and you can connect all these sentences. Now, Sam follows a daily routine to stay organized. He wakes up early and checks his schedule to plan his day. Before going to the work, he sets a budget for the week's expenses to manage his money wisely. In the evening, he helps with household chores like cleaning and cooking. In the end of the day, or at the end of the day, he feels proud of his productivity, knowing he has used his time well. 5 words, 5 sentences. If you think about it together, it becomes a story. The story had routine, schedule, budget, household, and productivity. This is how you can create your own story. Now, if you notice the tenses, follows, wakes up, going to, expense, in the evening he helps, he feels, all of this is written in simple present tense. Simple present tense. You have to create a story using simple present tense. That way you don't have to worry about the grammatical errors. Okay, so the words we had revised just now are on your screen. These are the 5 words that we had quickly revised right now. Let's look at the next word. We have nutrition. Nutrition is the process of getting food necessary for health and growth. You might have heard a word called as malnutrition. When people do not get proper food to be healthy, they are called as malnutrition. The process is called as malnutrition. But if you get proper food necessary for health and growth, you are getting enough nutrition, or you're getting proper nutrition. Now, it's derived from the word nutrit, which means nourish, and the pronunciation is nutrition, or in UK it's called as nutrition, and in US it's called as nutrition. Whichever pronunciation you want to pick, you can check it on Google and get it correct. Don't speak incorrectly. I simply go with the breakdown: nutrition. Okay. The meaning of this word, or the example is, a balanced diet is essential for good nutrition. A balanced diet simply means you have enough protein, enough fat, enough carbohydrates, enough everything. That's a balanced diet. Okay. Next word is commute. This is a very good word to be able to use every day. Commute simply means to travel regularly between home and work or school. When you have to go from A to B and you do it every day, this is your commute. To travel regularly between home and school means commuting. Commute is derived from the word commute, which means exchange and means verb. So this is a verb to go from one place to another. The pronunciation is commute, as simple as that. Let's look at the example to understand it properly. My commute to work takes about 30 minutes, or my journey from A to B takes about 30 minutes. You do it every day. That's why it's written my commute to work. My way, or the time that I take to go from one place to another, is 30 minutes. Okay. Let's look at the next word, which is errand. This is a very good word to be, you should be able to use every day. It means a short trip to complete a task. In India, we say that I have to go run. I have to run to finish this task. In abroad, or the proper English word is errand. When you have to go out to do a work. The pronunciation is errand, and it's derived from the word which means to wander. So when you have to go somewhere to finish your work, it's called as I'm going to run an errand. I'm going to run an errand. Or I'm going out, or I'm taking a short trip to finish a task. I'm taking a short trip to finish a task. Example is I have to run some errands before dinner. Please remember this. Run errands. Run errands. They go together. I have to run some errands. I have to run some errands. Remember this phrase right away. Start using it in your conversation. Next word is on your screen, which means procrastinate. Procrastinate simply means when you postpone your work. Pro is one, crastinate. Procrastinate. Pro means forward. Root is crastin, which means belonging to tomorrow. Forward, tomorrow, and ate is to do. When you do something tomorrow, when you forward your task for tomorrow. Procrastinate. Pronunciation is over here. Procrastinate. It means to postpone your work. When you don't want to do your lecture today, you postpone it. When I don't want to post a video on a scheduled time, I procrastinate. I delay my work. Okay? I am procrastinating my video making process. I'm delaying it. The example is on your screen. I tend to procrastinate when I have a lot of work. When I have lot of work, I tend to procrastinate. Next word is convenience. Convenience simply means when something makes your life easier, right? When something makes your life easier, the pronunciation is convenience. Convenience. It means to come together to a state when certain activities come together to make your life easier. The root is extra information. If you don't want to remember, it's totally fine. Let's look at the example. Online shopping offers great convenience. Online shopping has made my life easier. It's a great convenience, right? Having a proper studio is a great convenience for video making. Having a proper camera is a great convenience. Something that makes our life easier. I think we have finished 5 words again. Let's do a quick exercise. You can pause this video right now and do the exercise first and then check the answer. A short trip to complete a small task like picking up groceries means errand, right? Next, the process of eating balanced diet for good health is nutrition. Nutrition. Next, we have 3 more questions. To delay or postpone doing something important. When you want to delay or postpone doing something important is procrastinate. Remember the spelling properly. Procrastinate. The daily travel between home and work is commute. Commute. Something that makes life easier or more comfortable is convenience. Now, to remember these words properly, please create a sentence out of your choice and out of this video, pick 3 words and use them in your conversation. Please do that. It's my humble request. If you don't do this practice, you may not remember them forever. I'm trying my best to give you different exercises to remember them. The words that we had just revised are errand, nutrition, commute, convenience, and procrastinate. Now, let's look into the next word. We have compulsion. When you have to do something urgent, when you can't control the urge to do that, it's called as compulsion. The pronunciation is compulsion. When you have to do an action and it's a force, it's a habit, you have to definitely finish it. You are compelled to do it. Now, let's look at the example on your screen. He felt a compulsion to check his phone every 5 minutes. You might have all been in this situation. When you can't control yourself to check your phone, you are in the process of compulsion. Now, next word is on your screen, which is groceries. I think this is a very simple word. All of you might be aware of it. Compulsion means, or groceries means food and items that you bought from a store. Food and other items. Even those packed products that you buy which are not open vegetables, they are also called as groceries. Salt also comes under groceries. Means somebody who's grocer means somebody who sells, and This is just the breakdown of the word, so I'm not going to bore you with that. The pronunciation, I forgot to write the word here. Pronunciation is groceries. Groceries. There is Z sound at the end. Groceries. Okay. Let's look at the example on your screen. I need to buy some groceries for dinner tonight. I need to buy some items for dinner tonight or some groceries for dinner tonight. Now, the next word on your screen is chores, though it looks like chores, but it's actually pronounced as chores, and it means small household tasks or duties. You have to clean your room, you have to clean utensils, you have to make your bed, you have to clean your windows. All of these tasks are called as chores. The example is, I have to finish my chores before watching TV. Before I could entertain myself, I have to finish my daily task. Chores, daily task. Next word is efficiency. Efficiency is doing something in the best possible way. Okay? This is the efficient way of me creating content and recording it. Creating PPTs and teaching you is the efficient way. This is the best possible way to do. The pronunciation is efficiency. Now please focus on the pronunciation here carefully. It has I sound in the start, efficiency. Efficiency. That's the correct pronunciation. Again, we have British and American, so you can choose both. Sometimes you might find efficiency, efficiency. You have to choose the correct one. Okay? Now, let's look at the example. Good time management improves work efficiency. If you work properly, good time management gives efficiency. Efficiency. Okay? Next word on your screen is sustainability. I think I've zoomed it a little. This is better. Yeah, this is better. Sustainability is the ability to maintain something over time without harming the environment. When you run your household properly without impacting the environment, you have a sustainable house. The process is sustainability, the ability to maintain something over time without harming the environment. The pronunciation is here sustainability, and it means the ability to support, the ability to support. So I can also use this word by saying that my house has a sustainable environment for everybody. It has an environment that supports one another. The example is recycling is important for sustainability. Every time we have some extra unused product, we always recycle it, making it a sustainable environment, sustainable household. Okay. So I think we have done with 5 words. This is the fill in the blanks exercise. You can pause the video, do the exercise, and then check your answer. Sometimes I feel a strong dash to check my phone. I feel a strong compulsion. I feel a strong compulsion to check my phone. I usually go to the store on Sunday to buy all the groceries we need for the week. Now, these are some good sentences you can pick to understand these words. Good sentences. I will even create more exercise for you to practice, so you just have to write us an email to get more questions. Okay? Next is, my sister and I share the household dash like washing the dishes and taking out the trash. I share the household chores. Using a planner has greatly improved my productivity. Productivity. I'm using a planner to improve my productivity. Next is on your screen, the last question in the series. We have started using reusable bags and containers to promote. What do you promote when you recycle something? To promote sustainability in our daily lives. Get the spellings correct, get the pronunciation correct, get the usage correct. Every time there is a vocab video in your YouTube, you have to pick 3 things out of that. How to get the word pronunciation correct, how to use the word correctly, so you should know the meaning properly, and lastly and the most importantly, you should get the spellings correct always. Okay? Next, we are left with 5 more words. These are the words that we just discussed. Okay? Next we have meal, the food eaten at a particular time of the day. So you can have 3 meals in a day: breakfast, lunch and dinner. That's called as meal. The pronunciation is this, meal, and let's understand with the help of the example. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Out of 3 meals, breakfast is the most important day. You have to understand that meal are the food or the items that you eat at a particular time of the day. So breakfast is a morning meal, afternoon meal is lunch, and then you have dinner. Let's look at the next word in the series. We have laundry. The pronunciation is laundry. Laundry are those clothes that needs to be washed or they're already washed. Either one of them. Okay. So I have some laundry in my room that I have to clean or that I have to do, or I have to pack the laundry and fix them in the closet. So dirty clothes are also called as laundry. The clothes that are already washed are also called as laundry. The example is, I need to do my laundry. Please understand this. Laundry are generally done. Generally done. I have to fold my laundry. You can also say that. I need to do my laundry this weekend. I need to do my laundry this weekend. Next, we have multitasking. When you do many activities at the same time, you are multitasking. The pronunciation is here, multitasking, and it's derived from multitasking. When you do many activities together. Many activities together. Let's look at the example. She is great at multitasking. She can, while cooking and talking. I mean, she's also cooking, she's also talking, and she's also doing something else. So she's a good multitasker. Somebody who does it is called as multitasker. Next word is on your screen, which is minimalism. This is the new trend of living. When people are focusing on a lifestyle where you have less items in your house. Less items in your house is a minimalism house. The pronunciation is here, minimalism. There is Z sound in the end, minimalism. Minimalism. Minimal amount of items in your house. A belief system to have less items in your house is called as minimalism lifestyle. The example is on your screen. She adopted minimalism to reduce clutter in her home. Remember this word carefully. To have less items in your home so that you can remove clutter in your house. Clutter is unwanted items, unwanted waste. Next word is declutter. Declutter means to remove unnecessary things and organize your house. It's derived from the word remove unnecessary items. The pronunciation is declutter. Now let's look at an example on your screen. I need to declutter my room this weekend. I need to clean my room this weekend. I need to declutter. Declutter means to remove unwanted items. Declutter. Clutter means unwanted items. Removing means decluttering it. Okay. Now, let's look at the small exercise, which is context learning. I have pictures. You have to give me answer. So, this lady over here is doing multiple things. This lady over here is doing multiple activities. So, I can say that multitasking. Multitasking. Next word on your screen is this. You can look at a room which has less items. So this is minimalism. Minimalism. Get the spelling correct. Minimalism. Minimalism. Okay. Next word is on your screen, which is this. I think it's very simple. It's actually a very lovely plate to look at it. This is a meal of the day. This could be lunch or dinner. Meal of the day. Next we have this room. You can see a lot of unwanted items. This lady is trying to clean it. So the meaning is declutter. All of this is your clutter, and when you clean it, it becomes declutter. Next on your screen is the last word, which is this. You can see some clothes, they're already washed. So this becomes your laundry. People often get the spelling of laundry wrong, so you have to get it correct. Laundry. Now, these are the words that we had just discussed. Laundry, declutter, minimalism, and then we have meal, then we have multitasking. Okay, that's all for today. These are all the words that we had discussed. You can quickly revise it. Leave in the comment sections how many words you can remember. And if you need free document, you can always write us an email on Learn with Sam and Ash. And don't forget to create your personalized dictionary. It's really important. That's all for today. Enjoy yourself. Take care. Bye-bye.